Hello, my name is Dallas Cornish, and this is my final research presentation. This is a review of what I worked on for my last presentation. I did some research on how financial and time limitations can prevent households from organizing or hosting events such as anniversaries, birthday parties, and bachelorette parties, etc. So this is what I chose to be my main topic and the problem that I would like to work on and focus to hopefully find some sort of solution to make others' lives easier around this topic. I also learned that within the United States today, nearly 24 million children live in a single-parent family household. The average monthly expenses among all households, ranging from 1 to 5 people, totaled to $6,081, which is $72,967 annually, but can still, of course, vary based off of the number in each household. A business that has the technological capacity to research new opportunities will stay ahead of its competition. I did some more research into single mothers, and I found an interview that was conducted in 2018, which questioned a single mother named Alexis. She was a mother of Lola, who was almost 3 at the time. Alexis wishes her father would have told her how hard it was to have a split family. She claimed that the biggest struggle when being a single parent is stability, more specifically, financial stability. She stated that it is so hard to make everyone happy. She's trying to make it work, but there's always something that doesn't seem to sit right. I then went into more of a deeper research of holiday interviews, and there was an interview to another single mother named Jasmine, who she stated said, "Some days I feel like I'm failing them." Because low-income parents struggle, it is easily seen that, especially over the holidays, they struggle even more. Those financial pressures can intensify during the holidays. Most weeks, Jasmine doesn't take a single day off work, and she works 2 jobs, yet she still struggles. Like most parents, Jasmine wants to make sure her kids feel special over the holidays. Except Jasmine can't consider overspending. Instead, she needs to try to be extra resourceful. The holidays and mental health can be connected in some pretty negative ways for people. The psychological aspect. People with lower income and less education participate at lower rates in a huge range of activities. One of the ways we can shape children's self-esteem is through engagement in cultural activities, including ethnic, spiritual, and family traditions. We have the power to shape children's environments and to provide internal stability and confidence building through establishing stable routines, providing a safe living environment, and supporting children with the opportunities for intellectual exploration and growth as well as emotional expression. We know that participation in cultural activities grounds children and provides them with a chance to learn values, belonging, and helps them develop cultural pride. When children take part in these activities, they can also bring and celebrate what is considered valuable in their cultures, can create positive and long-lasting memories, and to solidify support systems. Cultural activities in the home, which are typically embedded in daily activities, give children a way to organize what is right and wrong, and to know what is healthy and who to trust in their community. We know that participation in religious and spiritual ceremonies enhances our mental health and well-being, and even provides a way of looking at a life that gives us strength during these challenging times. The role of technology. Technology has made event planning and management easier, more efficient, and more cost-effective. From start to finish, event planning software can help event managers from everything between guest lists, budgeting, vendor contracts, and attendee tracking. Multiple team members can work on a project at the same time, reducing the risk of duplication and ensuring that everyone is working from the same information. This also enables event planners to have access and update the information in real time, ensuring that everyone is up to date on the latest developments. Event apps are a new role of technology that has especially become popular nowadays, and this helps event planners use data from the app to understand which sessions and activities are the most popular and make changes according to this information. This can also help improve the overall experience of events and increase attendee satisfaction. Social media. Social media can be used to promote events. This will be ideal for marketing, engage with attendees, and build a community around the event. As technology continues to advance, event planners must stay ahead of the curve and embrace new technologies to enhance the attendee experience and create successful events. industry analysis. So doing some research into the industry of event planning, I found out that there are two main markets in event management, which is corporate and social. So for corporate, this applies to companies, nonprofit organizations, and charities. Companies often hold conventions, trade shows, large meetings for investors, and smaller company gatherings for their employees, vendors, and customers. With nonprofit and charities, you'll see more of an elegant reception or athletic competitions, gala fundraisers, and other events. These event industries had a 2019 value of over $1 trillion and is estimated to reach over 1.5 trillion in 2028. So this industry is growing rapidly and will continue to grow. Comprised of these segments are organizer categories, which include corporate, entertainment, education, sports, and more. Event types includes things such as exhibitions, conferences, seminars, and the other events I described earlier. It is important to stay competitive within event planning, such as to stay ahead is to ask questions about event planning providers, their strengths and weaknesses from a customer's perspective. Look for event planning companies that strive to make their events creative and memorable for attendees, so you're learning from a company within the industry that has already been successful. It is important to understand your event planning competitors, and it helps you develop a really neat and efficient strategy to keep up with them. So keeping up to date with your industry and field helps you stay relevant on the forefront of the latest trends. To do so, you can subscribe to journals, news, magazines, and follow industry magnates on social media. Reading success stories and different perspectives are always helpful. Being one of the first to offer new products, technologies, or services also gives you an advantage. Keep your competitor analysis updated for both your primary and secondary competitors is also really smart and a way to make sure you are still on level with other companies within your industry. Always be aware of your target audience, their needs, and their expectations. Be responsive to your customers' needs by establishing communication, whether it's from prospects or existing customers. Keep in touch with your customers and constantly ask for their feedback, which can improve the customer experience. Offer a productive workplace culture, employee benefits, as well as opportunities for skills and career development so that employees will choose to stay and grow within your company. Planning an event. So Forbes magazine actually listed event planning as the 5th most stressful job, which a lot of people were surprisingly shocked by that because they don't know the details it goes into planning an event. So you want to start working several months before the event even begins. And these are the basics, need to begin working on setting the goals for the events, creating your detailed master plan, pick the date and the location of the event, work out details with the venue, get estimates of cost from your vendors, entertainers, speakers, venue, insurance, and more. Create your budget and develop your marketing plan. And this is only what you need to do about 7 to 8 months before the actual event. And over time, once it becomes 5 to 4 months, you need to start working on even more and adding more of the detail, getting closer to the time. And then once it hits 3 to 2 months, you need to start dialing in, making sure everything is ready to happen. So you need to start almost a year ahead for big events such as this. And this is why weddings can generally take up 1 to 2 years if you have a more of a larger venue that you are wanting. So leadership styles that I would like to have for the future if I choose to run my own business in event planning or work with an already scheduled event company. But I would like to have a transformative virtual leadership style, which is where you set the vision for organizations with a focus on a positive change. You inspire others by action and by leading by example, working alongside others to identify opportunities for improvement. But I would also like it to combine it with a more democratic leadership style, which is to base on democracy when it comes to important decisions. Like the leader has a final say in the matter, but they will take others' opinions into consideration and also like their feedback and ideas into the decision. So I believe that this type of industry, it's important to have a more positive aspect because this is the industry where you need to be more uplifting and more engaged in change. Since the industry is always going to continue to change with the latest trends, it's important to also have that virtual leadership style. But also I feel like it's important to have a more democratic leadership style a little bit, because you also do need to have a boss which has a final say, but also needs to make sure that their employees feel valued and heard. This is my resources page, and thank you so much for listening to my presentation.